Hello everyone. So I hope you are all doing good. So today in this video I am going to discuss about something. I'm making this series for a person who doesn't know anything about like networking, and I'm going to discuss everything as if you know nothing. So now today I'm going to discuss something about which is called as local network. I don't know if you have heard this term local network or local networks. So local network or local networks, they basically come in various sizes, and so I'm going to discuss about everything. And they are basically sometimes range from two computer or two devices which are connected together using various different communication medium. I'm going to discuss various communication medium as well, PC1 or a PC2, ranging from like minimum of two devices to even thousands of devices which are connected together. So a local network, is basically comprises of two computers which are connected to ranging from two to thousands of computers together. So we have also heard about a word which is called as network. So you will see networks which are also installed in small offices or small homes, and they are also commonly referred to as SOHO. So what is SOHO? Small office, home office. SOHO networks. So what is a SOHO networks allow us to do? SOHO networks basically let us share various resources such as printers. Like let's suppose if we want to connect printers on our network so that different people can use the same printer, and they can give the command wirelessly or using ethernet cable. We can achieve this task using SOHO networks, or we can share documents, pictures, music, or any kind of file, like, or any kind of data between two computers or different computers which are connected to a same network. In business, generally we use large networks, ranging from maybe thousands to even hundreds, thousands of computers together. So it depends upon like which kind of network we are using, or how we are designing our network. And in communication, communication over a network is always more efficient or always less expensive if we compare to the traditional forms of communication. Traditional form of communication basically includes like regular mail or long distance phone calls. So if we do basically SOHO network, small office network, or home office network, we can efficiently manage the communication between various computers or various devices which are connected to network. And the good thing with networking over internet is also that it also allows us to do rapid communication. Nowadays, like emails, instant messaging, it all allows us to basically use rapid communication. So there are various size of networks. Like when we talk about network or a local network, there are various size of network which I'm going to discuss. They can basically range, as I told, they can basically range from two computers to maybe even 1 million computers as well. There is no end of or there is no upper limit of devices which can be connected to each other to form a network. So minimum is like two computers to basically there is no upper limit. It depends upon how we are designing our network, right? Hundreds or maybe hundreds of k, or maybe even 1 million computer as well. So generally we basically divide internet or a local network in basically these forms. Small home network, right? Let's suppose you are designing a network for your home, right? In home, you will have one PC, right, or a laptop, right? And then then you also need something called as printer, right? Printer, so that you can print. Let's suppose you have one more PC as well, which is connected to this internet, right? So this PC can also give command to the printer, right? Nowadays you would have some other equipments as well, like smart TV as well in your home. Smart TV, right? It can also be connected to your network, right? Nowadays we are talking about IoT things, right? Internet of things. So you may even have other electrical equipment such as a washing machine, right, which is connected to your internet. Nowadays we are talking about like smart washing machine, right? What is smart means you can control them wirelessly over the internet, right? They have also AI based technology, right? You may also even have other electrical equipment such as geysers, right? Nowadays we have smart geysers as well, right? So all of these combination of things can be controlled using your home internet or home Wi-Fi, right? So this is something called as what? Small home network, small office, small home, right? So if you talk about office, obviously you are going to have other office equipment such as fax machine or a facsimile machine, right? So there are many other things as well, but this is the basic small home network which we are talking about. Then the second thing which comes into this picture, let me save this also. So the second things which come into this picture is like small office or home office, right? So many of us like have made have one office in our home as well in order to do work from home jobs. Small office or home office, right? So in small office or home office, like let's suppose we have 5 or 10 PCs which are connected to each other, or there is a small company or a small office network, right, in which there are 5 employees which are connected to each other, right? So in order to design this network, right, they would also use something called as server, in which they want to save documents or important files, right, so that anybody can access it wirelessly or using Ethernet cable. And they would be also using something called as printer, right? So we don't need 5 different printers for 5 different people, right? So whenever anybody wants to print anything, they can give command wirelessly or using Ethernet cable, right? And they can print any documents, right? So this is something called as small office or home office, right? Also termed as SOHO network, small office home office network, right? And the good thing with SOHO network is that it provides centralized access to resources. So this is a centralized access to resources. So this is the good thing with SOHO network, right? We don't need to store files in all the 5 different PCs, right? So we can store everything in a centralized server, right? And anybody can be given access to these central documents wirelessly or using internet, right? So this is the second type of network. So the third type of network which I'm going to discuss, the third type of local network which I'm going to discuss is something, the third category which falls under the local network, something called as medium to large network, right? So what is medium to large network? Generally, these medium to large networks are used by corporations or schools, right? Medium to large networks type, depending about number of people who are going to access the network or who are going to, connect to the network, right? Let's suppose if we have a 3 floors in an office, right? We can have it, right? So there are some PCs which are connected, or there are some employees which are going to sit over here, right? Then there are some employees which are going to sit over here as well, right? Floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, right? Let's suppose they want to keep server over here, right? Which they want to have, a secured access, right? They don't want anybody to access their server, or they want to keep, other network equipments, right? Like their firewalls, printers, other, things which they don't want everybody to access. So this is an example of medium to large network, right? Medium to large network, depending upon how many network equipments we need, right? How many people want to connect in a network, right? So this is an example of medium to large network. Then the fourth thing which comes in the term of local networks, the fourth thing which comes in the term of local networks, right, is a very big network or a network of networks, right, which is also called as worldwide network. Worldwide network or internet, right? What happens in internet? We have small or medium network over here, right? Network number 1. Then we have small or medium network over here, network number 2. Then we have small or medium network over here, right? Network number 3. We have small or medium network over here, network number 4. Like we have many small or medium network, right? Many, right? So when they are connected to each other or when they talk to each other, right? So this is something called as worldwide network or internet. When many small or medium networks combine together to talk to each other using a set of common standards or protocols, right? This is something called as networks of network or internetwork or internet or worldwide network, right? So this again is a category of local network, right? But this happens at a very, very large scale, right? Irrespective of the geographical boundaries, right? Like it's like kind of endless thing, right? So this is something called as worldwide network or internetwork. So these are the various kind of networks or local networks which we discussed today. Okay, so I will see you in the next video, and for now, goodbye. Thank you.